Take place out on the field tonight at Duncanville High School. It is DeSoto versus Duncanville on the Max Preps Game of the Week. Good evening all to begin this game, and we get our first look at the quarterback, Legend Howell, who's in the backfield by himself. It's going to be Sherrod Baker getting the start tonight. So we talked about Legend in the top of the broadcast. 9 rushing touchdowns on top of it. So certainly a dual threat as this snap's going to go over his head, rolling out left, trying to make something out of a tough play, and he's going to throw it at the field.
Center Jabraylon Stewart, 2026 New Mexico commit.
And Duncanville is going to use an early time
napkin.
Yeah, get that man a napkin and maybe some more barbecue. Here's an interception almost. It's going to be dropped. Boy, Duncanville not hang on, and that would have been a huge play for Duncanville, but instead they're going to force. Back there is Deshaun Gordon awaiting the snap at his 25-yard line. Good snap. He gets the punt away. Low line drive. It's going to take a bounce inside the 20 and will be hauled in at about the 8. Who's out there?
And that really is his name.
Yes, I'm not just adding that as I'm trying to start some kind of trend here. That is his name, and he has done a pretty good job this year for Duncanville. 31 of 49 for 528 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 1 interception this year, and he's going to complete his first pass. Gain of 6 on that first down play. Here is a jet sweep to the near side, and that should be enough for a Duncanville first down.
The offensive line headlined by Travis Norris, a sophomore, and Kendrick Harris on the right side.
Yeah, a couple sophomores there on that right-hand side. We'll see how much room they can get for their teammates. As here's a quick hitter to the far side of the field, and DeSoto is ready. That is a nice tackle.
He's been starting on both sides this year for DeSoto, one of the rare two-way starters. D-line, you got DJ for 40 tackles. And secondary, Booby Feast, you saw in that last tackle. He's really headlined the secondary this year. 2nd and 10. The man in motion is Asen Theus. He's going to head back to the near side. Hand off to the running back this time. Great spin move at the line of scrimmage and then into the secondary. A first down again for Duncanville as they push on mode. And they're going to give it to Singleton again. And he's got big yardage for his second carry inside the 20-yard line. Yeah, back-to-back big carries for the junior. And a good job to hold on to that ball, too. That was a nice tackle on the play by the safety, Rickshaw Hanks, but able to hold on to it.
He takes that ball down to the 20-yard line to Singleton. And staying in the game, he's going to get the carry again. Probably a little too much to ask for another. As Duncanville in the red zone quickly here in the first quarter. This is a slant route underneath and unable to hold on to it. Now Thea's going to go into motion to the far side of the field. He's joined there by Emmanuel Ellison, one to the near side. That's Zach Turner. Denson's going to roll. He's going to throw. He's got a man open in the end zone, and that is Ellison with the catch and the touchdown. His 3rd of the year, and Duncanville, with 8:28 remaining here in the opening quarter, has the lead.
Yeah, just a great play call. I mean, whoever was guarding Ellison just lost to find the open target, and boom, 6 points for Duncanville.
Well, we asked on the open, can you be great? And Denson certainly starts out that way, finding an open receiver at the end. That kick on the way and make it 13 of 17 is Duncanville with an early 7-0 lead. That's a 75-yard drive and a lot of nice runs by Singleton out of the backfield. Yeah, the rubber match in number 35. These two teams started playing in 1972, and there's been a lot of great games over the years. And Duncanville in front of a packed house here on their side of the field, looking to see if they can go up 18-17 in this rivalry. Wyatt's kick, second one in the game. This is a short one, going to be grabbed at the 23-yard line far side, and not a lot of running room there.
Throws the ball more. Sherrod Baker, a running back who can play quarterback, but you got guys like Feaster, you want Howell to get him the ball.
Here's a quick pass to the outside, and connecting is
May. So he's a very young senior, and he'll be young when he gets to USC.
Accomplished a lot already, and here we have our first penalty marker in the game as a running play for DeSoto will be just shy of the 45-yard line to the 44. Would be a gain of 5. However, they're going to pick up the penalty marker. Okay, well, there will be a 5-yard gain for DeSoto. Here's our look at the defense for Duncanville. As we mentioned, KJ Ford at the top of the broadcast. Here's a pass to the outside that will be caught. Mario flipped the field on Duncanville. This is a high snap, but keeping it is on a quarterback keeper, and that's something that Duncanville is pretty prepared for. Baker was trying to take it to the right-hand side out of that Wildcat formation. He's going to lose a yard. And now we've got a little bit of a extracurricular along the sideline there as getting into it, Baker and Landon Barnes.
Six.
Now loss of 1 on that puts the ball back at the 46-yard line. Legend Howell in the game at quarterback now. Baker to his left in the backfield. On fourth down, they're going to give it to Baker on a running play, and he is going to get the first down to midfield. He needed 3 yards, he gets 4.
Yeah, gutsy play call, man. You got 4th and 3. Hurry up, and they're running play after play pretty quick.
And here's a pass down the side, and it's going to be hauled in at the 20-yard line. That
intercepted?
Or is it intercepted? Wow, that was a great catch by, is that Braylon Edwards with the pick?
Refs are discussing right now to see what the call is. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Wow. That's probably what looked like the receiver had it. Then Edwards comes away with a football. And
yeah, Feaster looked like he had it for a second. Edwards came up with it. I mean, unless that ball hit the ground when Feaster first was going to catch it, but it never hits the ground when they rolled over.
And then Edwards came away with the ball.
Yeah.
So
I thought that should have been an interception.
It almost is like the officials said, what if we just did this again?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's like, we're not sure, so this works. Take 2.
Second down and 10. Baker to the right-hand side. He will be stopped at the 46-yard line. He played over the course of their lives as well, so there's a familiarity. I don't think it's led to contempt, but it's definitely led to a rivalry as Howell throws underneath, and that pass is going to go off the hands of his intended target on the. And so Gordon is out there for his second punt. Panther return team set up inside their 15-yard line. They're running a fake. That is a gutsy call, and the pass is going to be completed for a first down. As hauling it in is Corleone Jackson. Yard line. Howell back in the game. He's going to give it to Baker after Baker with that great pass a moment ago. And now he's in the secondary, heading for the end zone, and DeSoto is an extra point away from tying this up.
Wow, what a great run by Baker. Nice job, nice vision to bounce it outside. Had one man to beat.
Play calling, like you said, Zach, and then the coaching staff rewarded their decisions by a Baker 37-yard touchdown, setting up for a 2-point conversion. Because when it's all working your way right now on fourth downs, you might as well go for 2 here, as now we've got a conversation taking place on the field. The coaches, Reginald Samples coaching Duncanville. You get a look at Coach Mathis on the far side. Won state championships with DeSoto in 2022 and 23. Here's the 2-point attempt. High snap, going to go over the head of the quarterback, and now looking to make a play. Baker's going to roll right. Going to throw to the back of the end zone. He's going to overthrow it, and that 2-point conversion will not connect. And so 7-6 is our score. Duncanville holds on to the lead.
In his job, and he led DeSoto to those 2 6A D2 state titles in 2022.
Keep the ball away from Theus, and unfortunately slipping down at the 9-yard line. Boy, that was an opportunity to maybe to get a little bit of a...
Like, you know, that team was loaded with Keelan Russell, Caden Durham, and then DeCorian Moore, and Colin Simmons.
Well, Denson is out there with 5 receivers on first down. He's got single coverage on the far side, and he's going to connect with Ellison. A lot of time to show replays. They're going to keep our director, Carl Harper, on his toes throughout the course of this game.
First, they start the game 4 minutes before 7:07, and now we got these hurry-up offenses. It's been fun for Carl, man.
Here is a dive play in a bunch to the near side, 2 to the far side. No tight ends. Rolling out is Denson, trying to run away from trouble. We got a penalty marker down. We've got Denson down at the 10. And it is going to be a personal foul face mask that's going to go against DeSoto. That's Ricky Herron II, our referee tonight. Michael Washington, the back.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. This is, you know, one of the best rivalries in the state of Texas, one of the best rivalries in all of America.
A first down for Duncanville as they're running the option and keeping it and sliding down at the 40. More out of that, but still a 5-yard gain. Now he's going to hand it off, and here's Singleton trying to get to the outside with a stiff arm. He's going to dive for making the play. 3rd and 2. Singleton again. He needs to get to the 47, and I think he only got a yard of these 2 high school programs over the last few years, and the Eagles, that's an impressive list.
Yeah, you know, 8 players drafted since 2015, currently the 7th most. They're tied for the...
Lining up that way on 4th and 1.
Oh, boy.
And then you've got movement along the line of scrimmage. You had a DeSoto defender deep in the backfield. That was Trent Yancey.
Yeah, Claude Mathis kind of bailed out the offsides penalty call. Back to all the players drafted by DeSoto. He played in a Super Bowl. with the Denver Broncos.
Okay. All right, I know the answer here.
What we got?
Von Miller?
That's correct.
Okay.
He was drafted.
Yeah, I have a feeling, but I appreciate the extra beat or two you gave me.
Yes, of course.
That one.
I got you, man.
When you're in a competition of one,
yes,
everyone at home is shouting it out at their TV screen or at their phone, and
luckily you're the one with the mic, so you're
that's right.
Get steam.
Not a lot of guys in the box. Now Duncanville is going to tighten this up and motion Singleton into the backfield. He's standing to Denson's right. On 4th and 1, they're going to give it to... No, Denson's going to keep it himself. Great read by the quarterback. He's got the first down easily into DeSoto territory. From the left-hand side of the defensive line, the offensive line's right-hand side. And Denson read that perfectly. This time he's going to give it to Singleton. Singleton is going to disappear into a pile of white with a offset I formation left. Looking to throw. He's going to throw and find a man open for a first down, and then picking up a block. Ellison once again becoming the favorite target in this. Finding an open gap in this against this zone defense. As here's a 2-yard. We thought Braden Arnold was going to be getting most of the carries tonight, but it's been the junior Singleton who is going to get a play action fake here. Pass to the far side, and with a burst of speed into the end zone again goes Duncanville. This time it's Asen Theus. A 29-yard touchdown pass on just a little wide receiver screen to the right-hand side.
Yeah, and he's really got to thank Emmanuel Ellison and Zach Turner there. Great job of blocking for those 2 wide receivers, and that really opened up the lane for Asen Theus. 3rd receiving touchdown on the year for the future Horned Frog. Yeah, great play call. I mean, both touchdowns for Duncanville have been outstanding there. So you had 2 wide receivers blocking the 2 guys trying to make the play. Easy touchdown for Theus.
This became a numbers game on that right-hand side as Wyatt's on for the extra point. And now we've got movement at the line of
the flag on the far side.
And now we're going to look at this one again. We got cheerleaders out on the field for Duncanville, but it might be a little bit early for them. Duncanville seems to be indicating it's against DeSoto.
All right, time to go, cheerleaders.
Yep, and they're hustling right back off. So Wyatt, who's now 13 of 17 on the year for PATs, is setting up. They're going to step a yard back. Usually you kick this one from the 10-yard line for a 20-yard attempt. He's going to go back 1 more yard at the 11. Good snap again. Kick on the way. Result
another flag
is good on the kick, but now we have a penalty marker from the near side official.
Personal foul. Illegal block the other way. 15-yard penalty. Retry.
All right. This might be his longest PAT of the season. This is going to be a 36-yarder, Zach.
Mark this day in history, man. The longest point after attempt ever.
Good snap. Kick. It's got the distance.
Yeah.
It's good.
Attaboy.
Wyatt doesn't care if it's from 25, 15, 36.
He had to do a little dance for that one, man.
Sure.
He earned that one.
Well, the cheerleaders didn't get to. Somebody's got to. On the screen for the last 5 minutes, kicking extra points, 3 of them. And now the kickoff, which is bobbled and going to be fallen on by DeSoto. And now DeSoto back out there. Legend Hal at quarterback is going to hand it off to Baker on first down. And Baker's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage and will lose a yard to the 25-yard line. Setting up 2nd and 11 as the
there. You got Duncanville, DeSoto, and then Cedar Hill, 3 powerhouse programs. You know, Cedar Hill, where Joey McGuire used to coach. He's now at Texas Tech, has them ranked in the top 10, but he really got
out. Is Howell looking down the field. He's going to throw a deep ball. He's got a man open, and that pass is going to be caught in Duncanville territory.
Upsetting guys to play on Sundays.
Howell's going to throw a fade to the near side. He's got a man open. That's Feaster. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
You leave this dude one-on-one, it's usually not going to end well. Feaster, great break off the line of scrimmage, and a nice throw by Legend Howell. You got a flag on the far side, so I have to wait and see what this is. Ineligible downfield, doesn't count.
Wow. Boy, on a fade route, too. That's a little unusual. I mean, on a screen pass, you see that happen fairly regularly, but an ineligible man downfield on a fade route is a little bit unusual.
Let's see. Yeah, it's got to be right there. I couldn't get the number. I think it was Poe Siavi, number 54.
Soto, they're going to try the same play again. This time a different receiver, and it's going to be deflected away. That's a nice bit of defense there by Jonathan Barnes, the corner.
Inside part of the field allowed Barnes to make a nice play on the ball.
So 2nd and 15. 4 receivers set, one back in the backfield is Baker. Play action to Baker. A quick pass underneath. Feaster is going to get a block, and then he's going to fall down at the 46-yard. Our officials say, hey, it got started a little too quickly. Baker is going to get the carry running right. He's inside the 45-yard line and ends up to District 11.
Yeah,
here in Texas, and it's one of the toughest districts and or leagues in the entire nation, as we've got a false Duncanville back to receive inside their 15.
and you know, Duncanville's kind of in that we think you're faking defense right here.
They are, and they are faking. And Baker is going to start moving left. Now he's going to roll right. He's going to throw, and that pass is incomplete. Over with good field position.
Yeah, they just had that played perfect. They knew that there was a chance at a fake. Baker just trying to roll out, make a throw. And tough when you have your running back there to, you know, try and make.
In the first half, they're already up by 8. And they've scored both times they've touched the football. Here on first down, a quick hitter to the outside. That pass is going to be caught and forced out of bounds in the first half right now for Duncanville. Here's a pass to the outside that was a little bit in front of Theus.
Yeah, he's listed as the backup, but he's been getting a lot of play time this year for Claude Mathis.
And here's a receiver end around and a nice job
Play by Stevens.
So Denson with a 3rd and 13 situation, drops back to throw, throwing to the right-hand side, a little out route that's going to be caught about the 33-yard line. That'll be hauled in by, it's back out on the field.
Yeah. This is a big play for DeSoto's defense. They got to find a way to get a stop on defense.
He motions out of the backfield, pass underneath. That pass is caught. A 4th down conversion is going to result in a touchdown for Duncanville.
Another great play call. I mean, they got Trenton Yancey in open space. Denson saw him right away, and Trenton Yancey does the rest.
Boy, you're just looking for 3 yards, and you end up with 33 in a score.
Yeah, great job. Just found open space, caught it, turned on the Jets. House call.
Wow.
Bill comes right back and gets a touchdown.
Here's a short kick. That's a live football. Fair catch going to be called.
There for the Panthers defense. Obviously had a situation with Waxahachie earlier in the year, but their defensive line still playing great, led by Landon Barnes.
Here's a pass to the outside.
Come back, man.
Next time we switch to the other side of the field, Duncanville gets the football back. We'll go down to Chris. So, folks, if you were going to take a break then, you probably don't want to, as we'll get our first full. Howell takes a snap. Looking to throw. Now he's going to roll out. We got a penalty marker down. We've got a pass across the middle. And this is going to be a long play for the Eagles inside the 20, inside the 10, breaking tackles. And what an effort by Edmondson. But it might be for naught here, as it's likely this one's going to come all the way back.
Yep, this is going to be the second penalty on DeSoto that takes a touchdown off the board.
A holding call against the Eagles, their 5th penalty of the first half. That would have gone for 6.
That's an easy sack for Landon Barnes, 4-star Ole Miss commit.
Though Polk very upset with himself. He was kind of smacking his helmet there a moment ago, just in frustration. He's doing the best he can out there against a very good pass rusher. And now a running play for DeSoto. They're going to take it to the 21-yard
quarterback, but there he made a nice job to get off the block and makes the tackle there.
So Gordon standing at his 5-yard line. Duncanville set up the return at their own 40. Low snap. Gordon, high kick, short kick. This ball is going to bounce and then bounce in Duncanville's favor and will be grabbed by the Eagles.
Dallas, to see some of these cathedrals, you are in for a treat. What they spend and how they do it and the attention to detail.
Those are 4 beautiful stadiums, and they really say nobody does like Texas for a reason.
And here's a slant route that is going to get into the end zone again. Duncanville with another touchdown pass. Theus this time the recipient from Denson.
He's counting on his fingers, man. That's 1, and that's number 2. And Denson, man, he's tough. He stays in the pocket, knew he's going to take a big hit here, and just gets rid of it, rips it quick. And nice job by Asen Theus, the 3-star senior wide receiver. He's a game breaker, man.
That is a 26-yard touchdown pass.
That was arguably the best quarterback in the country last year. Keelan Russell, him and Bryce Underwood both in the mix, 1A, kind of 1B.
Wyatts, who's been kicking the ball short, trying to keep the ball away from Feaster, is going to do the same thing again, though this time instead of a fair catch, the Eagles are going to try to return it. Heading to the far side of the field, this is Victor This is Cortland Jackson, and Jackson is going to finally get tapped. They punted the ball away. Duncanville had the ball at the DeSoto 26. So you ended up losing 3 yards.
Yeah.
Ultimately on that, as you're on first down, a handoff, Baker running right, and there's
done a good job kind of stopping the run and not allowing Feaster to do too much as he catches that pass.
Feaster's going to get around the outside, down the sideline. He's got a lot of foot speed. We don't see any laundry on the field. He's going to get in the end zone, and that should be a DeSoto touchdown. And you can almost hear a sigh of relief coming from the DeSoto side of the field.
Man, that's been making plays like this since he was a freshman. And keep in mind, too, this is a 16-year-old senior who's making big-time plays. Nice job just to get on the outside. Oh, it could have been a holding call right there on his receiver blocking, but Feaster, man, he turns on the jet. See you later.
That is a 71-yard touchdown pass. Extra point try on the way, and that any film. Anything with Denzel Washington in it.
Yes.
Here's a short kick from the 20-yard line on the return. The Panthers in a little bit of room there for Braden Arnold. He's down the near sideline into DeSoto territory and will finally be run out of bounds at the 40.
Point guards nowadays usually shoot now. They don't pass as much as they used to.
And he's going to get the ball away here. It's going to be incomplete, fake, and instead stepping in and blowing it up on 2nd and 10. Pressure coming again, and a sack for DeSoto. And suddenly the defense showing up for the Eagles. It's like we're tired of this. Ravondrick Williams with the
DeSoto sideline. Adrian Redmond trying to come back in the game, and he gets back to this
delay of game penalties. Man in motion here on 3rd down. Quick pass. This is Theus. Theus with some blockers in front of him, but a nice job chasing down from the backside, and he's standing at his own 31-yard line. The punt away. He's going to kick it away from any DeSoto return man. That is going to take a Duncanville bounce, and a nice one. It's going to go inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line.
Gabriel George.
We'll see what Steve Montoya has cooked up for us at halftime here on the Max Preps Game of the Week. As on 1st down, Baker's going to break a couple of tackles and then get out near the 20-yard line. That's a hard-earned 9 yards. And
almost a 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Trying to pick up the 1st down. Baker will do that, plus a little bit more. He's out close to the 30-yard line. Finally stopped at the 28. That's
a ball to Feaster.
They're going to keep it on the ground. Baker starts inside, bounces outside. He's got a 1st down and more, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that's perfect, man. 3 straight runs for Baker. Nice job, too, to get out of bounds, stop the clock with a $1:15 left here in the 2nd quarter.
They'll spot him at the 4.
Made a $1:70 senior.
He's in the backfield to the right of Howell. He's going to get a carry. He finds a little bit of a hole and then will be ankle tackled in the 1st half. Howell's going to throw this time. He's going to hit a receiver far side and then stepping out of bounds.
On his 71-yard touchdown the previous drive.
Easter's in the slot. Instead, a handoff and no gain on the play.
Gotta feel good as a head coach.
Howell takes the snap on 4th down. He's going to throw. That pass is caught. It'll be a 1st down and seconds off the clock.
6 foot, 175-pound senior wide receiver. First catch of the night.
Howell's going to look to the left-hand side, and that pass is going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Feaster, and probably that's the best outcome. If he hangs on to that ball there, his knees down, he gets 5 yards. The clock continues to roll. On this one, you could do something toward the sideline, shorten that field just a little bit. Howell drops back to throw, looking across the middle. Well, he's going to take a shot down the middle of the field. Is that a one-handed catch? Wow, what a grab. Wow. Baker pulls it inside the 10-yard line.
Not bad for a running back. One-handed catch. Sarad Baker, are you kidding me?
Well, we may have a nominee for Play of the Week next week.
Wow. Unbelievable. He had his other arm being held by the DB, and he makes a one-handed and
it's 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This is a great throw, too. I mean, that's good coverage on the play. Baker's kind of the one with the contact as well, too. But, man, what a catch with his left hand.
As he's getting 42 yards and 9 scores coming into tonight. Now he's got an incredible catch. 1st and goal, 14 seconds to play. Ball into the corner. DeSoto says they've got a touchdown. Our officials agree.
Wow.
Feaster, his 2nd touchdown reception of the game. Penalty markers fly in late, but he is celebrating that catch. So are his teammates. They'll get a 15-yard penalty, but that is just a fantastic drive by DeSoto.
You know, I thought for a second Braden Arnold was going to have a chance to make a play on the ball coming into this one for a reason. One of the best wide receivers in the entire country. Yeah, what a throw. Yeah, over the outstretched arms of Braden Arnold, and Feaster, man, corner of the end zone, gets his feet down and put a little Gronk spike into that one.
His second touchdown catch in as many drives.
Man, what a baller. And this is big, man, because this makes it a one-score game if he can connect on this one.
Jacob Flores trying to get this to an 8-point game. It is a low kick, but it's got the distance, and he nails it.
Man,
we'll get the ball to begin the second half of play, but they're thinking maybe there's going to be another trick up DeSoto's sleeve here. But Flores is going to kick this ball deep. From the 14-yard line, here comes Duncanville on the return. And they're going to run right into a wall of special
in this one, man, and there has been.
As Denson takes a knee, we go to the break. DeSoto kicking off, going right to left across your screen. They had the ball to begin the game, and Duncanville is going to get pretty good field position here, grabbing this at the 22-yard line, heading to the near side, getting a block, cutting upfield across the 40, and then run out of bounds on the DeSoto side of the field is Yancey. And the ball at the 45-yard line, and on first down, here's a carry. Singleton, who had some big carries, as he's got a running back to his right and left. Now Thea's going to motion out of the backfield. Denson looking to throw. He's going to throw a ball underneath, and it's almost intercepted. That was Aiden Marshall, who had the ball go right through his. As one of the commentators, I forget who it was describing that a lot of NFL defenses have gone to that, where you've got linebackers who look like they're going to rush, and then they'll back up, and that's something that has been developed in the NFL over the last few years. Now it's filtering down to the high school level. Denson looking to throw, penalty marker down, and actually we're going to stop things as the tackle's going to be made by our official on Theus. Bill 4 for 30. As here's a running play. The Panthers need to get to the
a third and manageable, and then move the chains there.
Denson going to throw far side. That ball is going to be short hopped, incomplete, intended for Yancey.
Yeah, it's been, you know, we were talking about that earlier too, where basically one of the came back to hurt the Eagles, and you know, luckily for them, they're able to come back and cut that 28-6 deficit to 28-20 at half, but still.
Ooh, Denson on the slant route underneath the Theus. And
always tell me, man, you get your hands on it, it's your ball.
Denson's going to throw. He's got a man open. That pass is complete. That is a first down for Duncanville down to the 19.
Was sat there, easy throw for Denson.
And now Singleton on a quick carry as right up to the line of scrimmage goes Duncanville, and second down and 8. Empty backfield for Denson. He's looking right. He's throwing that way. He's got a man in the end zone, and that is a catch by Zach Turner. Touchdown, Panthers.
And it's sure nice to have him back in the offense. He is so many playmakers on this team, but he's kind of been the most dependable the last few years. Had 933 yards receiving as a junior. Second touchdown catch for the 6'3", 215-pound
for a score to put themselves back up by, at the moment, 14 points. And here is Wyatt's, our favorite kicker in Texas, and he's putting it between the uprights to make it 35-20.
Look at Reginald Samples, man. He's
got his game face on.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
Focused.
I mean, you just look at what he's done here. It's his 11th season at Duncanville, over 350 wins as a head coach. That's tough to do. And as you brought up earlier, Jeff, he won 122 games at Lincoln and has done a great job at Duncanville as well, not just in this state, but all of America.
Short kick, trying to keep it away from trouble. That's a live football, though. Grabbed at the 12-yard line very casually. Now heading to the near side of the field. Here comes DeSoto. That's Sarad Baker. Baker's always dangerous in the open field, and he's
ranking came back in 2018 with Jaquindon Jackson. They went 14-1, lost in the state title game to that on that Hail Mary, but they finished ranked number 4.
Legend Al back out on the field. He's going to hand off to Baker on first down. Always a good idea. Baker's going to take it out to the 41-yard line for a gain of 9 yards.
And the 3 teams ahead of Duncanville for the longest active streak in the top 20.
Here is Baker again on 2nd and 1. He needs to get to the 42-yard line, and it looks like he's going to get to the 43. He'll pick up that first down.
Right. Let's see. Let's get the phone out of the pocket and see what we got here.
As on first down, Baker's going to get the carry again, and he'll take it to the 45 receiver.
Yeah, he has a completion to catch, and carries because he had that completion on the first fake punt.
Here's a pass to the near side. That pass is caught. And a couple of yards out of it is the reception. He did not drive the bus to the game,
No.
though. But he does pretty much everything else.
Maybe he did.
Howell's going to roll out here on third down. Pass across the middle is going to be caught, and that'll be a first down.
And Wall came into this one with 3 catches.
Twisted up a little bit at the end of that play.
But he's made 2 big catches for DeSoto. Had that 4th down conversion on their last touchdown drive, and then big 3rd down catch right here. Yeah, his ankle, leg just kind of got rolled up on.
That's not how that's supposed to bend.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's never good. You kind of get your leg caught under the defender. But he's able to pop up right there and put a little bit. Still, it's better to be safe than him on October 24th.
You saw Wall walking off the field. That's good to see. Here's a handoff running right on first, and that will be stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. If you were
top 100
on 2nd down and 10, Baker is going to get swarmed at the line of scrimmage.
Teams kind of close to them elect not to play them, so it's hard for those guys to really fill their schedule because all the talent they have.
Play action. Howell looking to throw. Here comes the pressure, and he is sacked. Landon Barnes, his 3rd sack of the year, back near midfield. He came from the blind side and leveled the quarterback.
Yeah, nobody picked up Barnes. Just does a good job using his hands and gets to Legend Howell. He's having himself a night. He's,
punting. They fake 2, but they're going to punt this one away here. Gordon, he's going to kick it short, trying to keep it away from the return team, but it will take a Duncanville bounce.
Didn't play in last week's game, or the previous game Duncanville had against Dallas Skyline.
Here's Denson on first down, going to throw, hits Theus to the near side. Theus spins out of a tackle, will be met at the 39-yard line. That'll be, actually they're going to give him forward progress to the 40. Half touchdown. So really only one possession where they've had to punt the football away. Here's a pass to the near side, and that is going to be caught. That is a great catch along the side. Second, he needed to get the pass off, and now we've got a whistle, and Duncanville is going to call it topped up. But I've been watching this week and just finished a Monday Night Football game from 1979 between the New Orleans Saints and Oakland Raiders.
Oh, wow.
Ken Stabler was the quarterback for the Raiders. Archie Manning, the quarterback for the Saints.
Wow.
That was a lot of fun to watch. Here's a blitz off the edge, and reading it perfectly as Denson hits Ellison in an open spot, and Ellison is going to end this play in the end zone. What a fantastic read on the corner blitz by Denson, a 50-yard touchdown play, and the 6th passing touchdown of the game for the great.
Wow. I mean, he read that perfect. He saw the cue. This is going to be the easiest throw I've had all night. Ellison wide open. That's what impresses me so much with Maximus, the great Denson. He gets rid of the ball so quick.
To make a case.
I tell you,
now, he is the leader in the clubhouse.
If we were doing offense and a defensive player of the game, Landon Barnes have an outstanding night for Duncanville, getting pressure. But yeah, you got 6 tutties, man. It's good luck.
Howell and this DeSoto offense going to see if they can keep pace as a return from the 18-yard line is going to go out to the 38 or 37. Let's see where they spot it. Nice return by DeSoto, but they've got coverage quite a bit. On first down, a handoff running right, cutting back left. That's a nice gain on first down out to the 45-yard.
For 158 yards this year.
Play action, and there's a pass to the near side. That's handoff on 3rd and 2 as Silas is going to get 3 to the 48.
Down on this drive, and then
Silas runs right, and he fumbled the football, and it's going to be recovered by Duncanville.
Wow.
Boy, that ball shot out of his hands, and Victor Lincoln, the cornerback, the recipient on the far side of the field.
Yeah, great job by the Arkansas commit to come up with the loose ball, and just a huge turnover for DeSoto. Yeah, I couldn't tell who got a hand on it to punch it out, but heads up play by Lincoln to jump on it.
And so on the stamp on this game with the ball at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it was 23, Gatelin Cryer, to get his hand on the ball.
Yeah,
force it out.
And we haven't talked about Gatelin Cryer very much.
He can jot down a forced fumble on his resume so far.
Here is a pass that's going to be incomplete, intended Singleton in the backfield. Here is a handoff to Singleton running left. He's going to run behind his tight end, and that's going to be no gain. Denson going to try to throw. He's going to throw underneath, and that pass.
Take it all the way.
Yancey on to punt. That one's almost blocked. It is a very short kick. It is going to take a Duncanville bounce to the DeSoto 36-yard line.
Touchdown here on this drive, and a quick one.
They're going to go with a 4-receiver package here on first down. One receiver to the near side is Stevens. On first down, Howell looking to throw. Going to throw underneath. That pass is caught. That will be a first down. 116 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season. He's the receiver closest to the near sideline. He's joined over there by the tight end. Here comes pressure off the edge. This time Howell's ready. He spins away from it, looking for someone to throw to. He's going to throw to the near side. That pass is incomplete. He was players dropping all over the place here for Duncanville's standing around his 15-yard line, and he's essential sponsor on the Max Preps Game of the Week. That slot is open.
Exactly.
So here on second down and 10. Howell drops back, steps up in the pocket, avoids the rush, rolls right, throws underneath, ball pops in the air. It's going to be dropped. Wow.
Everybody wanted that interception. They knocked it out of each other's hands.
You got too greedy there.
Wow.
Everyone wanted a piece. Nobody gets any bread.
There was a party of 3 for Duncanville on that interception, man.
This looks like wings at Hooters in the evening, and nobody grabs it out of the basket.
Oh, boy. Big 90. A little slow with that.
Oh, here's a great bit of penetration along the defensive line. Dilts Baker in the backfield.
Nice job to not allow anything for DeSoto. They tried to catch him off guard, run it on 3rd and 10. Dylan Williams not having any of it.
That is a loss of 4 yards. 4th down and 14. And the kick away. This is returnable. From the 16-yard line, it's Theus. Heading to the far side, crosses the 25. It'll be not school, that's for sure. Here is a quick pass, far side. Denson gets the ball to Ellison. Ellison will be knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line for a gain of 14. And not just a pick, but like a pick six. Yeah. And they've had a couple of chances to get an interception on Denson, but for the most part, he has been flawless in this game. On first down, he's going to run the option. Tossing to his trail man, that's Theus. Theus is going to be knocked out of bounds at. That's a dead ball penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct, and that is against DeSoto.
So Zach Turner was right?
He was, you know.
He's always right.
That's right. That's how that works, I think.
My wife might tell you different.
Duncanville is checking in. Luciano Lopez will line up at tight end to the left. This is a play action to Singleton. The pass to the outside will be caught. Forward progress. 4th quarter going right to left across your screen. Quick hitter to the near side. This is Theus, who will be pushed out of bounds. Here is a rollout on a read option by Denson. He's going to pick up the first down.
That's the effort. That's the effort right there. Good job, guys. Thank you.
Well, not bad on the drawing and not bad on that pass play either is Trenton Yancey hauls in another one from Denson, who has made it a 7-touchdown night.
Wow. Hey, that drawing looked like more an arrow down, and that's
for the first down conversion. And wow, I can't believe I've seen a 7-touchdown game from a quarterback. That is just fantastic and a great.
Tough. He did better than I would. I'm not a great Pictionary player. That dude is probably a little better than me, but
I was going to say, I was comparing myself to Pictionary, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty stellar.
For your connecting flight?
From Atlanta after one of our games, yep. Okay. I think it was after our game between IMG and Central Phoenix City, and he's got his own catering company in Waxahachie, and we connected to go ahead and get us set up with barbecue here, because that's what you do when you're in Texas, and he did a great job, and you could follow him on Instagram, Benny's Barbecue, folks. And on first down, Howell is going to hand it off. This is Baker, who starts inside, bounces outside, and this is kind of what we're talking
about. The District of Doom earlier.
As Howell, a quick hitter to the outside. That's a nice catch. A first down for the Eagles. Here's a handoff up the middle. Baker across the 45.
You know, Duncanville's won this district every year except for last year since 2021 when DeSoto won it in 2023.
Here's a handoff again. That'll be enough for an Eagles first down.
Yeah, and Duncanville plays Cedar Hill last game of the season on November 6th.
That'll be a good one as Howell's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw downfield, and that pass is going to be caught. What a catch by none other than Booby Feaster.
And he's got to be thinking, man, just throw me the ball. You know, one-on-one coverage, got two guys on me. It doesn't matter. I'm going to come up and make a play. This dude is one of the best all-around wide receivers in the country. You saw his speed on that long touchdown. But look at the body control there.
I mean, it's almost on the corner's back.
Wow.
He's looking for Feaster again. Why not? And he's going to throw it up there into double coverage.
What a catch by Feaster on this play right here. As Legend Howell fakes it to his right, and a good job to find his four-star wide receiver. Just the body control there to make the catch.
He doesn't need a lot of space. There's a handoff, Baker up the middle. Nice cut by Baker. He's in the end zone, a touchdown from 20 yards out.
Playmakers for the Eagles.
He has a 37-yard touchdown run. He adds a 20-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, just a outstanding Baker. That's tough.
48-26. You got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. It's going to go against DeSoto. That's the part where we talked about control your full. So far, actually a couple, and they've missed on those. Here is a handoff. They're going to give it to Silas, and he will get in. And it's nice to see them go back to him after he had that fumble earlier on his lap.
That might have been Xavier Davis, too.
Let's take a look at that again as Silas getting the carry. Or excuse me, that wasn't Silas. I thought it was Silas. It was Davis. Yeah, excuse me.
And he's been used a little bit as a running back this year. 12 carries, 116 yards, has 2 touchdowns. Gets the 2-point conversion there.
Get short on purpose. It's going to be Jacob Flores. They're not lined up in a conventional onside kick formation, but you never know. Flores, he's going to boot it down the middle of the field. This is going to be returnable from the 25-yard line. Nice kick coverage. The ball will be...
The grade have a chance to tie the record or break the record. But no, 12, Peyton Bevel, Stanford, back in 2018. Shout out to Kevin Asselin. He does a Max Preps record book. As Duncanville's trying to run it here on first down, I think we're going to get a holding penalty.
Yeah, Singleton looking to break one all the way. Boy, he really weaved through traffic just to get into open field, and he's going to be tackled at the 19-yard line, but we have a penalty marker way back in the backfield. It's going to be holding against Duncanville.
Yeah, I felt bad because I was trying to talk, and I'm going over your play-by-play, and dude breaks off a big run, but there's a penalty to negate it, so all for
you feel less bad now?
Yes, exactly. But I was trying to give a shout-out to our guy, Kevin Asselin. This guy is an encyclopedia. You think I know a lot about high school football. This guy knows everything about every sport at the high school level. But we have our record book on Max Preps. It's the best source you can use if you're trying to look at any record in any state, especially for high school football. So you can check it out at Max Preps.
And a football game between the number 1 and number 2 teams in the state of Oregon, as long as they win this week. Both undefeated. Should be an outstanding game. A 6A matchup. As Denson's going to throw the ball to the far side.
From DeSoto back here to Duncanville. How you guys doing today? Hey, this is the winning. He'll be doing the drawing, right? You guys got it? All right, we're starting it right now. 3, and you could have seen probably the answers on it, but that's all right. It's fine. I saw it. It's on ChatGPT. Oh, all right. Show the camera. I'm gonna tell you what. This is terrible.
Forcing the Panthers to punt here. You still got 7 minutes left on the clock, but yeah, I'm not taking that dude on Pictionary.
I think you lose your citizenship here in Texas if you draw the state like that.
Yes, that was not good.
They send you to Arkansas. Here's the kick from Duncanville, end over end, and it is going to bounce back in DeSoto's favor and will be down.
Damari Thurman there to make the tackle on 3rd and 3.
DBs are playing off these receivers a little bit on first down. The handoff is going to go left-hand side, and a yard on the play to the 25-yard line, maybe 2. 4 receivers set, 1 back in the backfield. Howell is going to hand it off again. Bouncing off a tackler, breaking a tackle, and picking up some good yardage across the 30. Once again, that's Davis.
A bunch of other guys, too. Jonte Cook is probably the best, but yeah, 3 straight runs.
And a first down for
set up.
And they've been up to the line of scrimmage quickly in earlier parts of the game. They played a little more fast break football as Howell's going to roll out, throw the ball away. He's trying to get it to Edmonds. You can all watch on the NFHS network as Howell's going to throw a deep ball and just overshoot his receiver. We have a penalty marker down, though, way deep in the secondary as Howell was going for Edmondson. And
yeah, the ref called that penalty pretty fast. I wasn't sure what he called. It looks like it's going to be
a 15-yarder or
pass
something.
Interference on Duncanville.
That's going to give DeSoto a first down. It must have been a hold or a grab or something we didn't see, and as the ball was being launched down the field. Nice pass by Howell. He's going to throw a wide receiver screen underneath to Feaster, who will be tripped up at the 45-yard.
And perfect for them too. He's only a 3-4 yard gain, so the clock's still running with no first down.
2nd and 7. This is a run by Davis to the unsportsmanlike conduct against Duncanville.
I mean, those have really been the two big plays on this drive for DeSoto.
4 minutes to go.
The clock does restart back up after they get the chain set.
Nice job jumping into the open hole. Davis up the middle. He's going to get a first down to the 16, a gain of 14 yards. Continue to run the football, which surprises me somewhat. Zach, I don't know where you are on that, but
it's a little shocking to see a few runs.
Here's a pass to the outside. That's a nice tackle in the open field. Wow, what a play on the far side by Victor.
Downs, 3-star, committed to Arkansas.
Duncanville band had a nice performance earlier on. Now they've formed a chorus line. High school, assuming a Panthers win. The band is acting as if that's imminent, and we're about 2.5 minutes away from it, as Howell is going to be sacked in the backfield for the second time tonight.
Dylan Williams looked like he was the first guy to get his big paws on Legend.
And that sack may be the final nail here. I'm going to think that DeSoto is going to go for it. But first, a timeout. Yeah, it was pretty full. It was standing room only last week. As Howell looking to throw on 4th down. Here comes the pressure. He's going to roll away from it. Throw underneath, and trying to make the one-handed catch was Xavier Davis, but he couldn't hold on to the football. And that will be a turnover on downs, and Duncanville
once again just getting in the backfield. And even if Xavier Davis comes up with that great one-handed catch, there was a couple of Duncanville defenders there waiting for him. He had to pick up another 15 yards to get the first.
Up 19.7, and they had an offense walking in DeSoto that had been scoring almost 48 points a game, and they hold them to 20 below their average. And then this DeSoto defense, giving up 26 points a game. They give up 48 tonight. 7 touchdowns from Maximus the Great Denson. 7 touchdown passes. And you said that game, and normally I'd be like, oh, it must be this game. No, yes. I have no idea either.
Yeah, wow.
But there's a handoff. Denson going to give it off to his running back, just trying to burn some clock. That's a painful carry to the near side as Singleton's going to take it to the 35 yards.
And Turner with 1.
Yep. That's making sure everybody eats. And now he's going to keep the ball himself and slide down at the 45-yard line, picking up the first down as Denson. And that's just icing on what's been a 7-layer cake tonight for the quarterback.
7 touchdown, 7-layer. I see what you're doing there, partner.
Thank you very much.
But I think it's safe to say he's going to be getting some offers coming his way. He had 2 offers coming in tonight. We saw some college coaches on the field. Who knows, maybe they're going to hit up the great and say, hey, bud, want to come ball for us?
SMU not far from here as the final on the board, 48-28. Duncanville winning it over DeSoto. Duncanville 3-1 now on the season. DeSoto falls to 3-3.
Reginald Samples, 354 wins now during his legendary career.
He has 122 wins at Lincoln. He's now got 122 wins at Duncanville.